The sessions will be used in a new video so that pastors can share important information with their parishioners. Currents News' Tim Harfman is here now with those details. Tim.
Liz, Bishop DiMarzio says it was important to hold the sessions after the state's attorney general issued subpoenas to all of the 8 dioceses in New York State to hand over all files related to abuse cases dating back to 1950. The sessions were packed with information and a lot of questions were asked. Here's a closer look.
Information is hard to get out. That's why I wanted to do this, because I knew people did not know what we're doing.
Bishop Nicholas DiMarzio is listening. Under his leadership, the Diocese of Brooklyn is producing an informational video that pastors will soon be able to share with their parishioners that addresses the recent headlines about the sexual abuse crisis in the church.
It's impossible to reach everybody, but now with these 4 sessions, we'll get some of the leadership, and then we'll have something that we can use with everyone.
The video will feature highlights from 4 recent gatherings called Regional Meetings with Bishop DiMarzio and the Lay Faithful that took place at 4 parishes. In all, approximately 1,000 parish leaders attended. Bishop DiMarzio was joined by Vicar General and Vicar for Clergy and Consecrated Life, Auxiliary Bishop Raymond Geppetto, Vice Chancellor and Victim Assistance Coordinator Jasmine Salazar, and Safe Environment Coordinator Mary Ellen Quinn. Attendees were allowed to ask Bishop DiMarzio any question.
Where is all this money coming from to pay the victims?
What we have done is we have mortgaged some buildings that are generating income, and that income is going to pay back the mortgage, and we will sell more property.
I'm asking you if you will commit to releasing the names of all the abusive priests and their acts.
We have not released all the names, and we will when the program finishes. That'll be at the end of the year.
Bishop DiMarzio is referring to the Independent Reconciliation and Compensation Program, or IRCP. Initiated by the diocese last year, survivors could come forward and work with an independent law firm to reach a solution regarding their claim. Bishop DiMarzio says that program helped the diocese get a better understanding of the scope of the cases that span decades.
The fact of the matter is we only knew 14%. You cannot cover up what you don't know, okay? So the rest of it was unknown to us.
Before the question and answer sessions, the audience was presented with important information about the crisis and what the church has done to prevent sexual abuse.
These are probably your most informed parishioners, and I'm sure there are some of them that this is the first time they're hearing that information. So the general population of parishioners at large, they may be unaware.
Data and graphs from an independent study conducted by researchers at John Jay College of Criminal Justice show that the crisis peaked in the 1980s and that the majority of abusers were priests who did their seminary studies in the 1950s and 60s.
An epidemic is something that has a beginning, a high point, and then ends. This is the key thing we need to understand tonight, that the sexual abuse crisis really has extinguished itself.
Participants also were shown videos, one with testimonies from sexual abuse survivors within the Diocese of Brooklyn.
The church has played a role in therapy. The church has played a role with all types of support that you do need.
Salazar talked about the outreach the Office of Victim Assistance does for survivors and the programs that are in place to help them.
The hope is with this information that's being shared, more and more will know that if you are a survivor or come across a survivor, that the message be communicated. You are cared for and you are not alone.
After the meetings, the feedback was positive.
It was good to know that, the programs that they have for them. I didn't know about that.
Well, I think it was very good that the bishop, provided information on the accuracy of what's actually happening. It's important for us to get our information from our bishop and not just through the media.
The informational video will be released in the coming weeks, and for easy access, all of the information will soon be posted on a separate page of the Diocese of Brooklyn's website. Liz?
All right, Tim, thank you so much for that report. The U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops established what is known as the Dallas Charter in 2002 to combat and prevent sexual abuse. Some of those measures include creating the Office of Victim Assistance to help individuals who come forward with allegations of abuse. The office provides counseling, referrals for therapy, and other important resources. Every employee of the Brooklyn Diocese, including students, undergoes mandatory training designed to spot the signs of abuse and how to stop it. Bishop DiMarzio meets with survivors and listens to them carefully. One result of those talks is the annual Mass of Hope and Healing in the diocese. The diocese also has a toll-free and confidential sexual abuse reporting line. That number is 888-634-4499. And for more information, go to the Diocese of Brooklyn's website, dioceseofbrooklyn.org, and click on Protecting Our Children.